Hello, I want to welcome you to the Manifestation Podcast. I'm Peggy McColl. For this episode, we're going to focus on the 10 beliefs that hold people back from success. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover off what those 10 beliefs are. And as I'm going through the list, what I'd love for you to do is think about, do any of these or a few of these, maybe all of them, apply to you? And if they do apply to you, then you are blocking your success. Now, most people are blocking their success in some way or another. But the idea for you to create even greater success in your life is to get out of your own way. And I'm going to help you get out of your own way so that you can be living the life that you were destined to live. Now, I'm also going to cover off what to do to ensure that you stop the craziness, that you stop the sabotage, that you do get out of your own way and begin to create the life that you would love. All right, so listen up as I go through this list. And again, think about, do any of these resonate with you? I know personally, I can resonate with a number of them because I had experienced a number of blocks, a number of ways that I was sabotaging my own success. Now, the other thing that I want you to know and understand as I walk through these ideas, these beliefs that hold people back from success, that if you do, in fact, resonate with one of them or many of them, to not be upset by it. Do not judge yourself. As a matter of fact, that's another way that people block themselves from success, is that they're judging their success or judging themselves for doing things that may not have been the best decisions, or they judge themselves because they're not getting the results that they want. Judgment is another way that you sabotage your success. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to be this perfect being, although I believe you're perfect just the way you are. But what it means is that when you have the awareness to understand where the blocks are, then you can do something about it. Then you can choose to make some new decisions and to incorporate some new disciplines that will, in fact, have you be on the trajectory for success. So, what are those 10 things, Peggy, that you mentioned that are blocking people from success? Let's go over them now. Number one, people believe that they can't do it. Others can do it, but they can't. I'll give you a couple different examples. I teach people how to write their books, publish or self-publish, make their books bestsellers, and extend beyond their books into additional sources of income. And at the time of this podcast, I have 19 books. Now, I know for a fact, if I believe that others could do it, like Wayne Dyer or Greg Braden or Bob Proctor or Tony Robbins or these other people could write a book, but I couldn't, I would have never written my first book or my second or my third or my fourth or my 13th or my 19th book. I would have never done it. So if you believe that you can't do it and other people can, that's a block to success. All right. Now we're going to talk about the anecdote to that in a little while, which is really easy, by the way. Here's another one. I'm too old or I'm too young. Now, I don't know how old you are, but I'm in my 60s at the time of this recording, and I know there is no stopping me. Like, I really feel energized every single day. I have lots of energy, and I know that I can create enormous success, even greater success than I've already created. So you got to stop thinking that your age has something or anything to do with your success. I know kids, children, not even teenagers, who have manifested millions of dollars. I know people that are in their 80s, 90s, who have manifested and are manifesting millions of dollars. It doesn't matter how old you are. So that is just simply an excuse. So you can throw that one in the garbage right now. The third one is, I'm not educated enough. Well, I know for myself, I managed to get through high school. I graduated from high school, but barely. I did not go on to university or get a formal education. And yet here I am, a successful entrepreneur who has easily generated millions and millions of dollars in revenue. education has something to do with success in certain areas, in certain professions. However, for entrepreneurialism, for you to be a successful entrepreneur, I want you to understand that formal education isn't always necessary. My good friend and mentor, Bob Proctor, went to high school for approximately 2 months. He simply wasn't interested in high school and therefore decided to leave school. And Bob Proctor today has created enormous success. And not only has Bob Proctor created success for himself, he has helped many, many people in this world create success for themselves as well. The fourth one is, I don't have any money. People think that they need money to earn money. Again, not true. I have seen people and I've taught people who didn't have much funds, didn't have any money, but they found the way to build a business online, perhaps by working with someone else who's already established online. But I know also that anyone can be earning money, especially online today with 4 billion plus people online available on the internet. Another one is, it's too much work to succeed. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's definitely work, and it's absolutely discipline. It is a discipline. You've got to be persistent. You have to be able to make decisions and make decisions. And is work involved? Yes. But we're not talking about work that's hard or laborious. I'm talking about work that's fun. I work almost every day in my business, and I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work. And when you're following your passion and you're doing what you really deeply love, it won't feel like work to you either. I'm actually a co-author of a book called Darn Easy: Work Half as Hard and Earn Twice as Much While Living the Life of Your Dreams. That may be a book you want to get if that's one of the blocks that you have for success. Number 6, it will take too long. Well, the truth is, we don't know how long it's going to take to manifest your goals into reality. And usually people overestimate what they can do in a year, but underestimate what they can do in 10 years. But the idea is you've got to get on with the work. You see, time's passing anyway. Like, you're going to find yourself, if you do nothing today, you're going to find yourself a year down the road looking back going, wow, a year just passed. You know, I mentioned earlier that I've written 19 books, and I teach people in my complete author program how to write their books and how to be successful as an author. And I have written books in very short periods of time. It doesn't have to take year or years. I wrote my first book in a month, and I simply got up earlier. I wrote for an hour in the morning, Monday through Friday, for about 20 days. So that's about 20 hours of effort. And I wrote my book. I recently wrote a novel. I had never written a fiction book before. And I decided I'm going to write that in 10 days. And it wasn't 10 days of writing all day long every single day. It was 10 days of writing when I could squeeze it into my already busy schedule. Now, I didn't know if I could do it. I'd never done it before, but I set the intention. I got on with the work. I stuck with it, and bam, I produced a book, a novel, which is my favorite of all of my 19 books, called Savvy Wisdom, SAVY, Wisdom. Now, that didn't take too long. Number 7, here's another one. What if I succeed? People are actually afraid of success. Now, why are they afraid of success? They're afraid of success because they think that they have to sacrifice something that's important to them, like their values, like their family, or investing quality time with their family. Or once they become successful, that their friends might not want to hang out with them anymore, or that it's going to change the relationships that they have in their life. Well, that doesn't have to happen, and that's just a bunch of malarkey. I'll tell you this from personal experience: being successful is far more enjoyable than the the alternative, being a failure. So fear of success is something that you can also design the way that you're experiencing success. And I'll talk about that in a moment. Number 8, people are afraid to fail. Therefore, they never try. They're afraid to fail. They think they're going to fail. They expect to fail. And frankly, if you expect to fail, you're very likely going to fail. But the fear of failure should not prevent you from doing what you'd love or for taking on a project that you know that would be deeply meaningful for you. Number 9, I'm not enough. People just don't feel good about who they are. They don't feel like they have anything of value to bring to the world. I hear this all the time from my clients in the Complete Author program. Who would want to read what I have to write? Well, you'd be surprised. You'd be amazed. And I know it's a belief that many authors have, but people are absolutely in love with information. Information is one of the top selling things on the internet today, which is $1 trillion business. What's information? It's a book. It's a program. It's a service. That's what information is. And anyone who can fog a mirror can definitely bring something of value to the internet. The next one is, it's too late for me. Now that's something else that I hear as well. And here's what I say to people that say it's too late for me. I'll say to them, listen, if you woke up this morning, it's not too late for you. If you're alive, it's not too late for you. Now is the time to make a decision that you're going to put yourself on the trajectory for success. Because you know something? Your success is absolutely guaranteed. What do I mean by that? Everything that you desire is already here now. Now, what you have to do is you have to get out of your own way. You must change the way you're thinking. You must create new beliefs within your consciousness that will be supportive of what you desire. So what do I suggest that you do? I suggest that you sit down right now. Don't go any further. Sit down right now and start to write out the way you would love to be living your life. How would you love to be living your life right now? And what I suggest that you do with that is become descriptive. The reason why I suggest that you be descriptive in how you would love to be living your life is so that you can connect to it with all of your senses, with what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're touching, what you're feeling as well. And when you write out this list of how you would love to be living your life, write it out as if you're living it now. The reason why you'd write it out as if you're living it now is because this is the most effective way to manifest. By imagining that you are living that dream life right now and that you're connecting emotionally to what it feels like to be living that dream life right now. And when you do that on a consistent basis, meaning every day, all day long, you're going to manifest your dream life into your life. And I know that because this is exactly what I've done. But I'm going to suggest to you that you must be disciplined with this. You must discipline yourself by following practices every single day that put you in what's called alignment. What does alignment mean? It means that you're feeling as if you're living that dream life right now. So the things that I do every single day that are extremely effective in doing this so that I'm continually feeding and fueling the belief system within me to create success are the following things. Number 1, I have a Power Life script. That is a detailed description of my amazing life written in the present tense with only positive words that allow me in my mind's eye to see my dream life and in my heart to feel it as if it's here right now. Now, my Power Life script happens to be several pages long, and it's approximately 22 minutes in length because I recorded it. I recorded it and I listened to it every single day, multiple times a day. Why is this so effective? Think about this. You've heard the expression, if you hear something over and over and over again, you will start to believe it. That's the premise, and that's the reason why the Power Life script works. You're hearing it over and over and over and over again. I have been using a Power Life script since the 90s. So for a long, long time. And that I contribute to be the biggest discipline that I'm involved with on a daily basis that has contributed most to me experiencing the success that I'm very blessed to enjoy today. Power Life script. So I listen to mine multiple times every day. The other things that I do is I put myself in a state of gratitude all day long. I start by grabbing my gratitude journal first thing in the morning and I write, excuse me, I write in my gratitude journal all the wonderful things that I'm grateful for. I also write in my gratitude journal things that aren't here yet, but things that I desire to have in my life as if they're here now. All right, so let me give you an example of that. Let's say you would love to be earning a certain income, or you'd love to have a dream home that you own outright. Well, in your gratitude journal, you would be writing, I am so happy and grateful that I bought and paid for in full and own outright my beautiful dream home. And then throughout the day, regardless of where you're living or how you're living, you're feeling the gratitude of knowing that it's already done. Now, this may sound ridiculous to some degree. It may sound silly, but yet it works and it's powerful. So you walk around your day feeling that sense of gratitude, knowing that everything that you desire is already here now. Another thing that I do are affirmations. I do affirmations in front of the mirror every single day. The reason why you would do affirmations in front of the mirror is because it anchors it in even more effectively when you're looking at yourself eye to eye in the mirror. So you could be looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm so happy and grateful to be a total success. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living my dream life. I'm a powerful being and I constantly create amazing results in my life. I'm so happy and grateful to be happily married. Whatever it is, you could be saying these affirmations in front of the mirror. What you could do to get into the practice of it is write those affirmations out on a sheet of paper and tape it to your mirror. So it's right there. You won't miss if you see it taped on your mirror. Other things that I do every single day is I study personal development. I study every day, reading books, watching videos, fueling my mind with only valuable content that is only going to contribute to my growth. I also write out my top goal every single day. I review my goals every single day. I read other affirmations, pages of affirmations. I do visualization every single day. So this is something that I've become habitual in. And when you become habitual in these activities, rather than the sabotage activities of giving energy to what you don't want, you're going to find that your life will change in wonderful ways, glorious ways. You see, I can speak to this because this is how I've completely changed my life. I transformed my life from being miserable, poor, insecure, to living a happy, fulfilling, rich life that I feel complete sense of fulfillment in every area of my life. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I know it works. I know it works from personal experience. So what I suggest that you do is really be honest with yourself. Make a decision today. You're going to do something for yourself that's going to contribute to your success, that puts you on that trajectory for success, because you deserve to be living a dream life. So don't put this off any further. Do something today. So many people keep putting off and putting off and putting off, procrastinating. That's also a way to sabotage success. My dream for you, my deep desire for you is that you're living an amazing life, that you're destined to live, that you deserve to live, that is absolutely guaranteed when you get involved in your life, in your dream life. So do that today. All right. Promise me that you're going to do that today. Follow through. This is not complicated. It's rather simple. The reason why it's not easy is because we're habitual creatures. You will habitually go back to doing the same things over and over again, unless and until you break the patterns. of the bad habits that you've been involved with before. So the moment you start thinking or hearing a thought that's negative or destructive, stop it like that and just say, what would I love? What would I love? That's my favorite 4-word question. What would I love? All right. Are you going to do that today? Wonderful. All right. That's a wrap for this manifestation podcast. If you love our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review and be sure to share it with anyone that you care about. And I look forward to seeing you again in a future manifestation podcast.